By the end of this video, you're going to understand how to build unbreakable bonds with your brothers. You're going to understand why it is so important to implement this one step, one actionable, I guess, into your relationship. And the reason why it's specific to your brothers is because I not recommend doing this with your female friends, nor would I recommend doing this with your partner. I guess over the last year, I've been obsessed with practical ways that you can improve the quality of your relationships. First of all, how do you determine who's meant to be around you? And two, once we've found them people, which is something that will continue to grow across time, what can we do practically that's gonna build a close relationship? What is a brother? I think to answer this, we need to think about what's most important. Is it someone that you go out every weekend on a Saturday and you have a drink with? Or someone that you have loads of fun with, someone that you spend loads of time with to do loads of fun things? Or is it someone that you want by your side before, during, and after the inevitable hardship that you're going to go through? Inevitably, as people are going to go through some level of hardship, and during that time, before it and after it, we want someone around us that we understand is truly there for us, based on understanding their character, based on building a deeper relationship with that person. Now, in an ideal world, you have both: someone you have fun with and someone that is there in hardship. That's a good friend. What one's most important to start with building? The overwhelming improvements that this one thing has made to the quality of my friendships is mind-blowing. Genuinely mind-blowing. So why am I making a video like this? For years, I've been someone that's struggled to go that deeper level in my relationships. I think deeply, which means such small things can affect me in such a big way in my mind. And I can perceive things in the wrong way, which has certainly had an impact on the quality of my friendships, my brotherhood, my relationships with women across the years, both fantastically and not so good. And I got obsessed with thinking about this. I got tired of thinking, is this it when it comes to our level of relationship? Is it just we go out on a Saturday and have a drink? Is that it for the rest of our life? Or is there another level that we haven't tapped into yet? What is this thing I'm talking about? Sparring. A lot of people think sparring is beating each other up. They see boxing fights, they see mixed martial art fights, and they think it's two people beating each other up. And at that level, it is. However, sparring is not that. Sparring, in fact, is a play. Sparring is a dance. Sparring is a connective moment between two people that are trying to learn something, which are trying to improve something specifically. When both these people are not out to hurt each other. Now, there's levels to sparring in the professional realm of boxing or professional realm of MMA, of course. There's sometimes you go up a notch and really go at each other. But most of the time, sparring is something that's done at about 50%, 60%, 70% max, which means you're not going into survival mode and you can be a little bit playful with it. Now, why is this so important, and why does this link to building a deeper connection specifically with your brother? First thing that happens when you pop on some gloves and you look at your friend opposite you, and you know that one person's going to come out a little bit more on top than the other after 5 minutes of engaging in this sport, I guess you could call it. I actually wrote this one down so I could detail it a little bit better. So you build a deeper emotional connection between each other based on understanding how you both respond during the midst of irritation and success. Basically what that means is, sparring is something that you shouldn't be going above 50%, 60%. You're gonna inevitably hit each other, and that is going to cause frustration, and probably even more frustration than normal, based on the fact this is your friend, this is someone that you love. Two things happen when you're irritated. You can react, and chances are, if you just started learning how to fight, box, MMA, whatever it is, you probably will react. It gets emotional in there. Why is that so important when building a friendship, building a brotherhood, a connection with someone, a deeper connection with someone? It's because you get to understand each other on that level. Right, when said person, when your friend gets irritated, how do they react? When your friend's successful and triumphant, how do they react? If you're sparring with one of your brothers and they've hit you and they're a bit happy about it, you should start questioning some things. Likewise, if you throw a hit and they get angry instantly and react, you need to start questioning some things. Now, what it does is it brings an understanding of where you're at. And it's only when you understand where you're genuinely at with each other and how you both genuinely operate as people, what gets them angry, where's their tolerance level, where's their threshold level. You can only build something or change it when you understand it. Boys in this video that you see, he's just started learning how to box. You'll see there's moments where he's actually hit me There's a moment where he caught me. I don't know if you can see it in my face.
Fella got me in my eye. Look,
I
look at
was
that.
fuming, and I replied with 3, and then I was like, bro, I'm so sorry. And it's about catching it in the moment. It's not about not getting angry. It's not about not reacting to each other in their moment. Because as I said, it's a high emotional state. You're gonna react. Both of you are gonna react. But what it's about is catching it and understanding how to respond to it. That's where the connection is built. Because you was literally fighting the other day, or 10 minutes ago, or whenever you're watching this. Let me tell you practically the change it's made. I remember when I was younger, me and some of my friends, we used to argue over girls, we used to argue over money. Oh, you haven't sent me money, you haven't sent me money for my Nando's, or this and whatnot. Like, we used to argue, like genuinely argue and go like days or weeks without talking, which I know sounds nuts. Now looking back at it, it sounds crazy that even would have happened. And yeah, there's a level of maturity through age, but ultimately I look at the bonds that I have with the brothers around me, and the ones that are strongest are the ones that I've got in the ring with or level of sparring with, because I feel like I understand them on a deeper level. I feel like they understand me, which allows me to be a little bit more my true self. And what better way to keep each other emotionally accountable than placing ourselves in a position where we have to get really emotional and bring ourselves back down. We have to get really upset and bring ourselves back up. We might come out of sparring on top, we're really high, your friend's really low, you've got to bring them back up and come back down. Likewise, they might leave really high and you leave really low. They've got to make sure they bring you back up as a brother, and they've got to make sure they bring themselves back down. The deeper connection that this has created with some of my brothers is definitely a credit to the sparring that we've been doing together. But yeah, man, just a little tangent for today. I've got a new camera, I'm trying to work it out. It's got face tracking, so do you know what I mean? I have a newsletter. If you're someone that is struggling to take control of your health, fully take control. If you're struggling to build the body, and not just build, but maintain the body of your dreams. I'm someone that's gone through this cycle time after time after time. There'll be a link, there'll be a bunch of links, it's all free. And yeah, man, love and thanks for watching.